Is it time to buy or sell Altria stock? In this video, we will explore Altria in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 29th of July, 2025, our system has ranked Altria as a hold accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations with a gain of 14.02% since we first recommended purchasing Altria 18 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.78% per day since it was categorized as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the latest developments, we are unable to ascertain the stock's next direction as it could move either way. The stock has broken through a strong upward trend, indicating an even more robust rate of increase. Should there be any pullback, support will now be found at the resistance level of $66.14, a point that could provide a second opportunity for growth. According to fan theory, $71.48 is anticipated as the next potential peak, representing a resistance level that may be challenging to surpass on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 10.16% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging from a decline of 1.4% to an increase of 7.65%. In terms of the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 21.25%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from an increase of 3.20% to an increase of 18.45% over the next year. In today's terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $69.85 and $80.17. Our latest daily update for Altria includes the headline, Green Day on Thursday for Altria stock after gaining 148/100%. The Altria stock price gained 148/100% on the last trading day, Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025, rising from $67.58 to $67.68. It has now gained for 6 consecutive days. It is not often that a stock manages to achieve such a streak, and it is reasonable to expect potential declines in the near future. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 0.08%, with a low of $67.22 and a high of $67.80. The price has risen in 9 of the last 10 days and has increased by 6.5% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 3 million shares, with a total of 6 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $391,080,000. It is important to consider that declining volume alongside rising prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $67.87, while the lowest price was $48.86. Currently, the price is 0.28% or 190 thousandths of a dollar below the 52-week high and 13% or $10.11 below the all-time high reached on the 20th of June, 2017, when the price peaked at $77.79. Altria is experiencing notable momentum today after shares reached a new 52-week high. This surge is attributed to stronger-than-expected second-quarter earnings, gains in oral tobacco market share, and increasing investor confidence in management's strategic direction. The company has also announced a quarterly dividend increase to $1.06 per share, reflecting robust cash flow and a commitment to returning capital to shareholders. In the near term, this dividend increase and the new high should attract income-seeking investors as well as momentum traders, thereby supporting the stock and mitigating downside risks from short-term selling. We can anticipate higher trading volumes and further potential upside as investors reassess the yield plus growth narrative. Over the medium to long term, key drivers will include successful execution in non-combustible product lines, such as the potential relaunch of NJOY and progress on the ON+ regulatory front, along with continued cash flow generation and improvements in the balance sheet through deleveraging. These elements could sustainably enhance valuation if product rollouts gain traction. However, there are risks to consider, including a long-term decline in cigarette consumption and increased regulatory scrutiny, which may limit the potential for long-term expansion of valuation multiples. In summary, there is a near-term boost from the dividend and momentum, while longer-term upside is contingent upon successful diversification and favorable regulatory developments. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 30th of April, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned a sell grade to MO, along with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 1st of April, 2025, it was reported that Deutsche Bank assigned a hold grade to MO, coupled with a downgrade action. On the same day, the 1st of April, 2025, UBS also assigned a sell grade to MO, with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 8th of October, 2024, it was reported that Citigroup assigned a neutral grade to MO, along with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of September, 2024, Barclays assigned an underweight grade to MO, with a hold action. Analysts have given Altria stock a general sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as neutral, while the price-to-book ratio is rated as strong sell. However, regarding return on investment, the analysts assign the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Altria. Altria stock shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During any downward corrections, support levels are expected at $66.38 and $61.65. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, and since then, the stock has appreciated by 17.19%. Further increases are anticipated until a new high pivot is established. Moreover, here is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. It's worth noting that volume decreased during the last trading day, even as prices increased, leading to a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning. Therefore, close attention should be paid to this stock. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 32 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 8 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 18 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 20 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 20 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see the short moving average shows a sell signal from 20 days ago. The long-term moving average indicates a buy signal from 25 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages reflects a buy signal from 127 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for Altria. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $61.50 and $59.75. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level. If this level is breached, the stock may then decline to the next support level. In this scenario, Altria sees support slightly below today's level at $61.50. Should this be broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $59.75 and $57.75. This stock exhibits average movements throughout the day, and with solid trading volume, the risk is categorized as medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $0.58 between its high and low, which translates to 0.86%. In the last week, the stock has experienced a daily average volatility of 1.31%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Altria, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. A relatively low PE ratio could signal a low expectation for the future of the company, or that the stock is undervalued, indicating a potential buying opportunity. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 30th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Altria. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, indicating that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine your exit strategy. On the downside, Altria encounters its first support level at $61.50. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Altria from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the first day of August in the year 2025, Patterson KDF made an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the first day of August in the year 2025, Patterson KDF made an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 15th day of May in the year 2025, Yzaguirre Mario Max made an insider purchase of 3,219 shares of common stock. On the 15th day of May in the year 2025, Strawman L&R made an insider purchase of 3,219 shares of common stock. On the 15th day of May in the year 2025, Stoddart Richard S. made an insider purchase of 3,219 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that the insider power is positive with a ratio of approximately 41.265. Overall, insiders acquired 812,818 shares and sold 327,946 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $65.89, which represents a decline of 2.64%. This stock experiences medium daily fluctuations, indicating a medium level of risk. Currently, the 14-day relative strength index stands at 93, significantly heightening that risk. Additionally, a buy signal has been generated from a pivot bottom identified 31 days ago. Is Altria stock a good buy? Altria presents several positive indicators. However, we do not consider these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it should be seen as a hold or accumulate position while we await further developments. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis suggests that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 22nd of August, we anticipate that Altria will open lower by 11 cents and begin trading at $67.57. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.